Logical possibility is astonishingly cheap, so cheap that people often mistake it for a meaningful constraint when, in reality, it barely rules anything out. Logic only forbids outright contradictions. Cases where a property is both affirmed and denied under the same description. That's a very low bar. As long as you avoid P and NOP, almost anything can be described as logically possible. A rational pen, a jealous number, a conscious rock, a triangular circle that is actually a square in disguise. None of these violate logic unless they smuggle in a contradiction. They may violate our expectations, our categories, our metaphysics, or a sense of how the world works, but logic itself remains silent. Logical space is vast, permissive, and indifferent to our intuitions. This is why category errors don't amount to impossibilities. When someone says a pen is rational, the objection isn't that the statement contradicts itself. The objection is that, in our conceptual scheme, pens belong to a category that excludes rationality. But categories are not logical laws. They're contingent classifications built from experience. In another possible world, pen could simply be the name of a rational species. Or pen could be an artifact whose essence includes mental properties. Or rationality could be a structural feature of all objects. Once you shift the category, the property ascription becomes coherent. Logic doesn't care what belongs in which category. It only cares that you don't assert mutually exclusive determinants of the same determinable. This is the heart of the cheapness. Logical possibility doesn't require explanatory traction, metaphysical grounding, or intuitive causes. You can posit an essence that unifies any set of properties, no matter how strange. This pen is rational because its essence includes rationality is logically fine. It may fail the principle of sufficient reason, it may not satisfy anyone's sense of causal mapping or metaphysical plausibility, but SR failure is not logical failure. Logical possibility doesn't demand that your explanation be persuasive, only that it be non-contradictory. You can always stipulate a world where the categories are different, the essences are different, and the grounding relations are different. Logic will not object. Once you see this, the modal hierarchy becomes clear. Logical possibility is the loosest filter. It screens out only contradictions. Conceptual possibility is tighter. It screens out violations of the current categories. Metaphysical possibility is tighter still. It screens out violations of essences or necessary connections. Nomological possibility is the tightest. It screens out violations of the laws of a world. When you say a pen is rational, you violate the last three layers, but not the first. And because logical possibility is the cheapest layer, it allows you to imagine worlds where the category pen simply includes rationality by definition. Nothing in logic prevents that shift. So when people appeal to logical possibility as if it were a strong defense, it's logically possible that X, they're leaning on the weakest standard available. Logical possibility is cheap precisely because it is so permissive. It tells you almost nothing about what is plausible, explanatory, grounded, or even conceptually coherent relative to a world. It only tells you that your description avoids contradiction. Everything else, explanation, causation, metaphysics, category structure, intuitive mapping, belongs to richer and more demanding modes of possibility. Logic is the floor, not the ceiling.